Ella. Poem of the day 9/12/22. One poem once number 8. Poem of the day 9/12/22. Ella. After walking past broken needles and bottles on the ground for 6 blocks, she sits on the park bench, crying, dreaming of when it will be warm again, of the times when she was younger on the beach. She dreams in bitter cold, trying to spange for lunch with 2 dogs in tow, a scrappy looking German shepherd and a small, kinda chubby corgi. Petting her dogs, she thinks of happier days to come, of days not punctuated by injections in their track remembrances. She remembers her little brother who passed last year, conjuring him up in her mind. Something's churning under her green waist-length hair. Something's brewing. As the dollars add, first an older woman stumbles with a walker. I hope this helps, hun. Drops $1. Then a child walks past with her parents. Shyly places a $5 bill in her cup. Just a couple more bucks till she has lunch. All her money made last week on the corner spent on dog food. She goes hungry a lot, but today is looking up. She might actually eat today. Her waist, her chest, all bones now shake for food, rattle at their emptiness. Finally, a nondescript man places $2 more, and she can eat. She hauls her guitar up 3 blocks to the deli. Eating an Italian hoagie is never as yummy in the cold, not quite as good as in the hotter days, but she relishes every single bite. Now fed, she goes back to the park and stares, playing. She wants to learn to make her money this way. So tired of the nights filled with guys whose names she won't remember in a week, of how they treat her, of the monthly ER trips where no one wants to help, and the trauma of worrying about what her dogs have to do to protect her in those nights. She usually tries to bandage up her wounds from the men herself. No one wants to help her, not even in those ER trips, 'cause she's homeless, broke, without insurance, not even an address to send the bills to. As she plays, the cold bites her hands, never quite as fast across the neck in this chill. She squints her eyes, the snow reflecting bright, cold sky into them, but better than the dark rooms lying under men who have also seen better days, and the fright of knowing something could go wrong and she might not walk out, if not for her dogs. Her last minutes might be spent here under a man who smells like rotting beef. She never quite understood why they smell so bad. They all have showers, heat. At least she gets to be out of the cold for a few hours, she always tells herself, but she knows every night of that kills her just a little bit more. When she plays, she forgets and remembers, and after she's done, she feels like she can set down what's eating her mind that day. After a while, she's collected enough money to score, not to get out of the cold, but to get the cold out of her. She walks up a few blocks and speaks to the man on a corner where she sometimes works, then to the alley behind the deli, gets out her spoon and warms its contents. Once it's all liquid, she pulls it into a needle through a piece of torn sponge. All the colors fade to sepia, and she relaxes, cuddling her dogs in the spent snow, and starts to nod just a little, and the thinking about her brother, about the guys, about the days when she will get better, finally ceases. She's present in those moments, soaking in all the feelings, everything around her blooms, and her fingers stop, feeling the biting chill. She inhales the smell of her dogs, which always makes her feel cozy, even though they haven't been bathed in too long, and melts, itching her leg. Laying on the ground, her dogs bark. If she nods too far, they know by now how to read her, how to read that, so it's never quite as scary as it was before them. After some time, she's ready to head back to the park and play some more.